You know, sometimes you make a video and you realize there's more stuff to talk about, so you gotta make another video to talk about that stuff. Hi guys, Raw1 here, coming in with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video. I just finished making the thumbnail, the tags, all of that for the Wind Witch video, and then I find out, oh, there's Fabled support! So now I've got to make another video talking about Fabled support because of that, and you know what? We gotta bring back Charmander in this video because I haven't been giving Charmander the love he deserves, you know. He's not been sitting on the bed in the background for you guys because of, well, he's just been hanging out in the corner over here being little Charmander. So, Charmander's back. Charmander! And yeah, so guys, today we're going to be looking at the new Fabled Legacy support because, well, Fabled, they've not really been the best throughout the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! They've had a few cards here and there that were played, and, well, they've not really been played much since. So today we're actually going to be looking at these new cards, hoping they're good, because let's be honest, they do kind of need a buff to quite an extent. Something that'll let them discard a lot easier, something that'll give them more summoning abilities. And we're just going to look at these new cards, see if they're good, hope they're good, and we'll end up finding that out. So, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the new Fabled support coming out in Blazing Vortex, I believe the next set in the OCG. So, let's get into this. So, starting off with Fabled Marchosia, level 4 Light Fiend effect monster, 1700 attack, 0 defense. You can only use its first and second effect once per turn. Okay, if this card is in your hand, you can discard 2 or 1 monsters from your hand, including a Fabled monster, except Fabled Marchosia, and if you do, special summon this card. And if you do that, it gains 200 attack for each monster you discarded with this effect. So, this effect off the bat, that is not a cost. That is not a cost. Okay. Fabled Dark Lords, I don't know if that was a thing in the past, it might have been. I have some recollection of people trying to play Fabled Dark Lords, but right off the bat, this would be good in Dark Lords because you literally just play a Fabled package with this, and then you've got put them together and you get Fabled Dark Lords, or like Dangers as well because that also works because it does say discard. Okay. Oh boy, Danger and Dark Lord support. Danger and Dark Lord support. Okay. If this card is discarded to the graveyard, add 1 Fabled spell trap from your deck to your hand. So, okay, even more. You can only use this card's names first and second effect. What's the percentage? So, play 3 of this, draw 2 of them, and then be like, huh, I get to summon it and I get to search. Not bad. So pretty much this is a lot better than the first Wind Witch card I saw. So I'm kind of happy about that. Maybe the rest will be good. That's a beaver. And it's eating a Fabled monster. Okay. The Fabled Aphanic. I think that's how you pronounce it. Level 2 Light Beast Tuner. 1000 attack, 600 defense. If this card ends in your graveyard, you can discard 1 Fabled monster. And if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm seeing more ways to discard for Fabled, and that's what I wanted at the beginning of this video. More ways to discard to trigger their effects so they can get summoned easier, and I'm seeing that. Literally, this is good for one reason, though, and only good for one reason, and that is because it is 1,000 attack points now. So pretty much what I see here is normal summon, Almirage, discard that Fabled in my hand to summon it back, and then use the Fabled effect to summon itself, because then you go ahead and get that monster too. Yeah. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm like the Fableds need discard for ways to discard and gets free summons, and this is a free summon plus a discard. This is a free summon plus a discard. So I'm already getting what I wanted. Okay. So Fabled Andreif, level 6 Light Fiend Synchro. 2500 attack, 900 defense, and it needs 1 tuner and 1 or more plus non-tuner monsters. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. Your opponent can discard 1 card to negate this effect, otherwise you draw 2 cards, then discard 1. Right off the bat, why is my opponent able to negate this by discarding a card? Why? Why? Like, I already have to neg myself to make the Synchro monster. And then I have to neg one of the cards that I draw. So, why is it my opponent gets the chance to negate this? For me to just draw 2 cards. And then discard 1. Like, why? Just why? I mean, it's still a good effect, because if your opponent's like, nah, you can have the 2 draws, they don't have to discard, but it's just like, me looking at this effect makes me think, oh, my opponent just has Ash Blossom when I activate it. Sick. Cool. That's great. And guess what? If it's a card that's good when it sends to the graveyard, they get to plus off it. Even better. Okay. I don't like it, but it's not terrible. Second effect. If a monster is sent from your opponent's hand to the graveyard, okay, this is why your opponent has the chance to negate it. Cool. You can target one of those monsters, special summon it to your field, but negate its effect. Right. Understandable. Cool. That's why, pretty much, if your opponent sends a card from their hand to the graveyard, you get to just summon it to your board. And if your opponent wants to negate your draw, and they discard a monster, well, I'm getting your crap, boy! Yeah, that's not bad, actually, now that I think about it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so, Stairway to the Fabled World. I thought the Fableds... Yeah, it's a stairway going down because the Fableds are, like, under the crust in the Dual Terminal story. They're, like, really deep underground, and they were unleashed. When this card is activated, you can send 1 Fabled monster from your deck to the graveyard. Here's a field spell as well. So, you've got a lovely field spell that just says, I get the Foolish One. Okay. You can target 1 Fabled monster in your graveyard, discard 2 cards, and if you do, add that card to your hand. More discard fodder for Fables. Also, more discard fodder for Dark Worlds, because this is not a cost. This is not a cost. Fabled Dark Worlds, man, that's a thing now. Like, I'm just saying, like, just looking at all this Fabled support, I'm like, huh, pretty good here. Huh, pretty good here. Huh, pretty good here. Huh, pretty good. Fabled Dark Worlds, they're gonna be a thing. Cool. So it's just recyclable for discarding too. That's not bad. If you have less cards in your hand than your opponent, Fabled monsters you control gain 200 attack and 200 attack x the number of size difference during damage calculation only. If they attack an opponent's monster. Okay, so that's a bit of a mouthful. Like, your opponent you attack your opponent's monster, they gain 200 x the difference in hand. Cool. Fabled Regicide. Okay. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Target 1 Fabled monster in your graveyard and 1 face-up card your opponent controls. 1 face-up card on the field. Okay, so that's a little better then, because you can target your own cards. Discard 1 card, and if you do, special summon the first target from your graveyard, and if you do, destroy the target on the field. So, what I'm getting here is, this is a Call of the Haunted that targets a face-up card on the field, so my opponent's board as well. I then have to discard a Fabled card, so I can trigger the effect, because, well, any card, but Fabled's going to be the thing to discard, or a Dark World. And if I do, I special summon the monster I targeted in my graveyard, and I destroy the other card. So, that's pretty good. It's not the best card, it's got a lot of things, but it's not bad. It's pretty good, I will give it that. But, guys, that's all of the Fabled support, and... damn, this is exactly what I said. They need more ways to special summon, more ways to discard, more ways to just, like, in general get stuff. Like, they've got everything. Like, they've got a Foolish that can discard 2. They've got a literal card that says if you don't want to negate my effect with a monster, well, I'm gonna steal your monster. I've got a way to Almirage, and like this even gives me ideas for turn 1 Dragoons in Fableds now, which it can be played in any deck apparently. But Yeah, this is pretty good. The Fabled support here is really good. I think it's really cool and a lot better than the Wind Witch support. I give it that. But guys, that's the video though. Tell me what your thoughts are on this support in the comment section below. Do you think this is really good for Fables? Honestly, I don't have too much knowledge on the Fabled archetype. I just know that it revolves very heavily around discarding, and it gets effects based on discarding, such as free summons, or effects when they're discarded. But looking at this, along with being just a Fabled deck now, you can literally just mix it with Dark Worlds and make it even better, because the field spell literally just says I'm going to discard 2 cards for free to add the monster I sent to graveyard. So it's just like, it's not bad, and I really think that's a good card. This is a really good card. But guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Robert Bat1 signing out. Fables are getting good stuff, man. I don't know.